Hello everybody and welcome. I believe that we are live on Facebook now as well. So hello everybody. I'm just going to give people a few moments to start logging in because I know there's some people joining as well. Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday morning. I'm just letting some people in as they come, so just bear with me a moment. I hope that everybody is well this morning and feeling nice and rested. Wonderful. Super. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Well, welcome everybody. It's wonderful to be here. I'm so happy to be here, part of the IPHM festival. It's a wonderful event, a collaborative event that's really brought together a lot of people and professionals in the health and wellness and beauty industry. IPHM have organised all of this for the weekend, so please do head over to their website on iphm.co.uk. We're really pleased and happy to be here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nicole. I am the owner and founder of Holistic Serenity. And we are a wellness and healing therapies business, really. Essentially, my specialism is crystal healing and sound healing, as well as teaching Reiki and angelic Reiki. I am very proud and honoured to be part of the IPHM family, and they have accredited me for my online crystal healing courses and our Reiki workshops. My background is I've been a holistic practitioner for a good 15 years now. I started with Reiki, which led me on to other modalities such as Bach flower remedies, meditation, sound healing, and crystal healing. I was very fortunate in as much as I've grown up in a family where crystals were part of everyday life. So I've been working with crystals for well over 22 years now, and decided to make it a full-time occupation, really, a labour of love. What my work evolves and centres around is bringing well-being and balance to people's lives, enabling them to release stress, tension, and just come to a place of harmony and balance. I think we are all aware from all over the world, the last 12 months or 9 months have been very, very intense. And for those of you that are spiritually aware, will know that we are also at a wonderful time, an exciting time of an ascension process, really, where we are shifting from a 3D reality to a 5D reality, which essentially means that we are vibrating at a very different level, a much higher level of consciousness. And with that has meant there's been a huge shift, and we can see that globally in the way that there is a lot of turmoil in the world. There's a lot of anger. A lot of the old ways are being left behind. And during this time, people have been having a great awakening, it would be fair to say. And I have certainly seen that in my work. A lot of people who may have had an initial interest in crystals and sound and all things spiritual, but never really took that leap, are starting to awaken. People are starting to hear things, see things, be a lot more in touch with their inner selves. I've noticed a huge shift in our business, especially so during the UK lockdown earlier last year. I created these online courses which are accredited by IPHM. I wanted to make crystal healing accessible. I've used it for many years in a lot of my treatments, especially the sound, because I use crystal singing bowls. But I found a lot of people were asking questions and wanted to know how could they use crystals, how could they use sound to alleviate depression and just bring a better balance and quality of life. So I created these courses to make it really simple, really easy to follow, And to be able to start working with crystals now, I think there's a lot of information out there and it can be very confusing for people. And sometimes you just don't know where to start. So I wanted something that was really simple, to the point, accessible, and that would allow you to start working with crystals immediately. So that is what I've created, a nice introduction that just lightly touches on a little bit of the science, a little bit of the history, how to work with crystals, what crystals to use, how to cleanse them, all of those sorts of things that you need to know in a very easy, simplified way. I've also touched in my courses on crystal gridding, which is a wonderful tool for manifesting, to bring things into our life, whether that is harmony, calm, balance, confidence, or whether it's actual things that we want to attain, like a new job or a new relationship or a new home. The possibilities are infinite, and I don't want it to be scary. I wanted to keep it something that was accessible. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you today about. I will be open for questions at the end. I will give a little demonstration as well today of a sound bath. It'll be a little limited, only because of the sound platform that we're using, so I have to be conscious of that. If you can hear any sound behind me and outside, I'm sorry for that, guys. I am currently in Ibiza near the seafront. We recently moved during lockdown, so there's a bit of sunshine today and people are being lively. Okay, so what I wanted to talk a little bit about crystals, and specifically crystals for anxiety and stress, especially given the time at the moment. So for those of you that have not worked with crystals or are not really aware of how they've come to be or how to use them, they're very natural. They're completely naturally occurring. They are minerals essentially, and they hold their own crystalline structure. Essentially, you could say that it's plants, it's the earth, it's all life matter that's been crystallized over many, many years under extreme heat and pressure at the earth's core. In actual fact, if you looked at the earth's core, most of the earth will have crystal dotted around everywhere. It is completely made up of crystals. We use crystals in modern technology. It is used in everything from your mobile phones to your computers to watches. Specifically, clear quartz is a wonderful transmitter. It holds untold amount of information and keeps it there and stores it. So clear quartz specifically is used in a lot of modern technology. In terms of healing, it is probably, to me, the number one crystal. If you were to have only one crystal in your arsenal, it would be this, without a shadow of a doubt. It cleanses, it amplifies, it's easy to program, reprogram as needed, and as I said, it will hold untold amount of information. So it's a really good thing, crystal to use if you want to program an intention for, let's say you've got a project coming up and you want more focus, more confidence. You can hold the crystal in your hand after you've cleansed it, whether you use sage or Palo Santo, intention, Reiki, and just hold your crystal and connect with it and really think about what you want to achieve. And in your mind's eye, while holding it and meditating with it, tell the crystal what you want it to do for you. So for instance, I want you to give me more confidence and allow me to bring everything I need to make a success of this job. And you hold and you meditate it. And that then becomes the function of that crystal until you decide to cleanse it and give it another function. They are wonderful to use. At the moment, as I said, we're really seeing a huge rise in anxiety and stress levels. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about crystals that we can use to help with that. What we do know is crystals have been used over history for years and many years, centuries. The ancient Egyptians, they were known to use malachite and green crystals in their burials to honour and preserve their relatives. Ancient Greece used amethyst. They used that actually as a hangover cure, amazingly enough, and the meaning of amethyst is not drunken. So whilst it has a lot of spiritual properties, it was, as I said, used, for hangovers. We know that Greek soldiers also used to rub hematite, a wonderful grounding stone, on their bodies just before they went into battle, to protect them from injury and death. And ancient China used a lot of jade for luck and burials, again for honouring. Crystals are used historically for honouring relatives in the past loved ones. So in terms of crystals for stress and overall well-being, my first go-to is amethyst. It is an absolutely beautiful stone, gorgeous purple, highly, highly soothing and calming. It is for me a wonderful crystal. When you are going through an anxious time, when there's a lot of stress in your life and you don't know how to make sense and navigate through things, amethyst is wonderful. It will just slow the mind. It brings you a sense of peace and calm, and it connects you to your inner wisdom. As I said, with this ascension that we're going through, people will start to find now they're having an awakening. And by that, I mean, you will just intuitively start to know things. You will start to be more in touch with that gut instinct, that sense of knowing. You are now starting to channel ancient wisdom, and that will come naturally to all of us. So amethyst is really great for helping you to promote that connection, for allowing you to tap into that ancient wisdom. It is wonderful dispelling any negative energy, and it really helps with protecting your sleep, especially from nightmares. So if you've got little ones or yourselves and you're having a lot of anxious racing dreams, I can highly recommend that. The other quartz crystal that many of you will be familiar with, and that is a wonderful tool, is rose quartz. I absolutely love this crystal. It is so gentle and calming and harmonious. It is the crystal of love, and that is how many of us know it. But self-love, it really is the ultimate crystal of peace, of love, of compassion. It helps soothe any anxiety and tension. It's very nurturing. It's got a gentle energy, and it's great for increasing your self-worth, for opening your heart center and your mind. And it connects you very quickly to the divine I am presence. One of the most powerful statements that we can state is I am, to say that with meaning repeatedly. What that does is connect you directly to the God energy, to the divine energy, to the energy that makes you connected to love, to joy. When you are feeling low and sad, that is my ultimate recommendation. Grab a piece of rose quartz, sit there, hold it, connect to the crystal, see how it makes you feel, see how it changes your thought process or your emotions, anything like that. And then just say to yourself very gently, I am, and just repeat that and notice the shift in your emotions. You might even find it brings you to tears. It's a it is the most powerful statement, and it's beautifully coupled with rose quartz. The next crystal that I wanted to recommend for times of stress is Celestite. In fact, one of the singing bowls that I will demonstrate for you today has got Celestite in it. Celestite, it's just amazing. It is sent to us straight from the heavens. There really is no other way to say it. It is heaven personified. It is the crystal that will connect you instantly with the angelic realms. It allows you to connect to divine frequencies immediately. It's very gentle. It's very calm. I've got a theme here. I've chosen all crystals that will allow you to find that place of peace quickly, but that it's strong, powerful, but gentle all at the same time. Celestite is fantastic for if you need support in speaking your truth, in opening up and saying what you need to say to someone in a kind and compassionate way. It's very easy to get those words caught or hold back because you don't want to offend somebody or hurt someone. Pop a little bit of Celestite in your hand or in your pocket and just say what you need to and trust you will find the right words. Celestite is wonderful for promoting a deep sleep and for insomniacs, which I am. I am a terrible sleeper, so this is the piece that stays by my bed actually. If using in meditation, not only will it connect you to the angelic kingdom, it will also connect you to your soul's purpose. You are much more likely to know, instinctively know, feel, hear, and see what you are meant to do. No, size absolutely does not matter, Jean. I can honestly say you will naturally be drawn to a crystal. If you were to walk into a crystal shop and there'll be hundreds everywhere, your hand will naturally go to where it is needed, because of the vibration of the crystal will correlate to your vibratory rate and what you need. Some of the most powerful crystals I have are small tumble stone, so please never get caught up in the size matters, because it doesn't. It's the vibration, the energy, and you'll just feel a pull towards a crystal. And even if you're in a shop where, let's say you've got a shopping list set, because you know you're creating a crystal grid or you want to work with a particular crystal and you feel pulled to something else, go with that. You'll be amazed at how our body and our energetic system automatically tells us where we need to go and what we need at that time. And sometimes our conscious mind is not as aware as the subconscious mind. So always trust your gut instinct without a shadow of a doubt. The other crystal that I think is absolutely wonderful for these turbulent times is blue calcite. Again, even to look at this crystal is so calming and soothing. It's a very powerful crystal. It's wonderful for calming emotions, but it also brings mental and energetic protection. It helps to absorb negative energy. It removes any negative thoughts, vibrations, and energy from your physical being and your etheric being. It's another good one for aiding peaceful sleep, but it soothes. It's very much about preserving and promoting and uplifting positive energy within you. It almost lifts it up from the ground up within you. It's wonderful for relaxing nerves and balancing emotions. Hi Grace, it's blue calcite. It's a truly beautiful crystal. They are all my highest recommendations for anxiety, stress, uncertainty, for times when we just don't feel like we can cope, like it's all overwhelming. And I think the feeling of being overwhelmed at the moment is quite common for us all, especially with everything that's going on. The final one, as I said, is your number one, is clear quartz. If you cannot get any other crystal, this is the crystal to get. Clear quartz. It is the crystal that invokes the vibration and the energy of everything around it and other crystals as well. It's a wonderful amplifier. So let's say you do have a piece of rose quartz and you want to magnify and amplify its function, pop a piece of clear quartz next to it and it will amplify that tenfold. It really is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot advocate crystals enough. Essentially, all of them have their own colours, they have their own properties, and they have their own vibratory rates. And when we are sad or we're down or we're anxious, our energetic field, our body's vibratory rate decreases, especially when we're depressed and low. And so by using a crystal that vibrates at a higher level, that has the frequencies and energetic properties that we want to bring into our lives by using a crystal around us in our energetic system, by placing it on our bodies, third eye, your heart center. You raise the vibratory rate of your physical being and your emotional being. It will automatically meet the frequency of the crystal. And that's what's so powerful, that really you don't need to have knowledge, you don't need to understand how it works. You don't need to get hung up on any of the details. All you need to know is that by placing a crystal on you, on your body, in your hand, around you, you will automatically see a rise and a positive shift in your vibratory rate. And when your vibration raises, when it lifts, you will find that you reach a place of harmony. Your emotions will become more centered, you'll become more happy, more peaceful, and more calm. And it's amazing how quickly that shift can happen. It's almost instant. So we all have those days, especially, you know, when things are too much, where you just take yourself to bed maybe and you just can't cope with the world. You don't need to do anything in those times, but if you have a crystal with you, especially something under your pillow, just by sleeping with it, the amount of healing and release and change to your energetic system will have such a profound difference that by the next day you will feel completely different. And that's really all you need to know. Size does not matter. You can have 10 pieces of the same crystal, and if you're drawn to the smallest one, that's the one. You'll find your energetic field, your etheric body knows exactly what it needs, and it's about trusting that process. I do want to talk about chakras as well. I use crystals in all of my treatments, but sound healing that I do, I use, I don't know if you can see behind me, crystal singing bowls. And the ones that are behind me that I will demonstrate for you, they have all got properties. They're all made of 99 pure quartz, but they're also infused with precious metals and crystals like Celestite. I've got rose quartz behind me. I've got emerald, all sorts of beautiful crystals. And how they work is they work on your chakra system. So each of the bowls behind me is correlated specifically through vibration and note to each of your chakras. So when you have disharmony, when you have an emotional block or a trauma or negative emotion, what happens is the sound and the vibration from the singing bowls will naturally release all of that trauma. It will bring it gently to the surface and allow it to dissipate. They're very soothing and they're very, very calming and relaxing, and they make the most beautiful sound. But actually it's the vibration, it's the frequency that they create, which allows the deep-rooted healing to occur. I suppose you could say really they shine a light on the darker parts of our being. As I said, the traumas, the negative emotions, the addictions, the lack of self-confidence, all of those things that hold us back. Many times I have people come to me for sound baths, and they find that they're moved to tears, or they experience and see things because on a very subconscious level, what they do is they lift those blocks, and you might find that you think of someone or something that perhaps you haven't thought of in many years, but your energetic system knows it is a trauma or a block that is holding you back and needs to be released in order for you to move forward. So it's a very gentle process, but it can be very emotional as well. Because our bodies are 70% water, a lot of that is, we have a lot of crystalline in our bodies, in the water system. So we as humans respond exceptionally well to sound healing, especially with the quartz bowls. It just taps into every part of our core being, and it works within all of the crystalline structures in our body. So it allows us to respond to the vibrations and fall into the correct frequencies of the crystals and the sound. Each chakra has its own frequency, so you just get brought into harmony and alignment, And even if you feel nothing other than just bliss and calm, you can trust that the bowls have done what they needed to do, and they've just brought you to that wonderful place of peace and calm, harmony, and cleared any energetic gumph that we just accumulate on a day-to-day basis. Every time you have a negative thought or a negative emotion, that all gets stored in our energetic system. So working with crystals and sound, it allows that to be cleansed, no different than us getting into the shower every morning. It's a cleansing and balancing method that brings us harmony and alignment, really, in all parts. So what I thought that I would do now is give you a little demonstration of the bowls. If you have any headphones to hand, by all means use them. You will get a better sense of sound. You might find the sound cuts out a little, and I apologise for that if it does, but I will try my best. I have got a microphone set up for you. But we'll just do a little bit of a meditation and get you to a place of harmony and balance, and to enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, I'm going to move now. So if you just would like to get yourselves comfortable, whether that's sitting or laying down, wherever you are, and just adjust yourselves so that you're ready for a little meditation. Okay, so if you'd like to just close your eyes now and take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh that out through your mouth. In through your nose again. Stay in that breath for the count of 3, 2, 1, and sigh out. I'd like you to just consciously slow your breathing down now. Allow it to become rhythmic. And bring your attention now to the top of your head. And start to relax the head muscles. Your legs. I'd like you to give yourself permission now to just let go. Let go of any stress that you're holding on to, any worries, anything that you feel is holding you back from being in a place of harmony and peace. Just fully let go. You are exactly where you need to be right now. If you find your thoughts racing and thinking about things you need to do, just bring your focus back to the sound and let go. There is nothing needed of you, nothing expected of you. exhalation, consciously breathe out and let go of any stress, of any worries. Breathing in the light, exhaling stress. Intention that you would like to set, whether that be bring more harmony to your life, more calm, more joy, or perhaps something that you'd like to release. Allow yourself to set that intention now. Quartz for promoting compassion and self-love. The ocean gold for harmony. The Celestite for connecting you to the angelic kingdom of light. Focus Wonderful. And just very slowly take a really deep breath in through your nose again. Really feel that expansion in your lungs and your belly, and sigh out. And when you're ready, just bring yourself back to center. So you've had a bit of a vibrational cleansing and clearing now. So I would recommend that after this session you go and drink water. Even a short burst like that really invigorates the entire cellular system within you. So it's almost like having an internal massage with sound. You might find that you had an emotional response, or that you do in the next 24 hours. Even with a short burst like that, when you're open and receptive, the effects can help a lot quicker. And my assumption is that everybody here is already open to this way of healing anyway, so you will be receptive a lot quicker. And that will stay with you for the day. The beauty with the quartz bowls is the sound and the vibration actually travels 1/3 of a mile, so they're incredibly powerful. And we know that they work well over the internet. So whilst we're not here together in person, you will still feel the effects, which is amazing. They are amazing. And I hope that for those of you, you're more than welcome, guys. For those of you that haven't worked with crystals before and not sure where to start, please just start anywhere. Don't be afraid. Never be afraid. Really clip in and connect. You're welcome, guys. I'm so pleased you enjoyed that. But really connect. Hold a crystal in your hands and just allow yourself to see what you feel, what emotions come up. You might even find with some crystals that you start crying, or you have a complete release, or you think of something that you've never thought of or not in a long time, a memory. The power of sound and crystals, I can't tell you how much of an impact, a positive and uplifting and healing impact they have. As you can tell, I'm a little bit obsessed, but that's why I do the work that I do. I love it, and I love to share it with people. So please do, if you've got any questions after, please do come and chat to me. Everybody's welcome at any time. You can ask questions now. You will find me on social media. Facebook, we're Holistic Serenity, and on Instagram, I'm Holistic Serenity Limited. If people want to unmute themselves now and ask questions, you're more than welcome. And my website is holisticserenity.co.uk. If anything does come up for any of you, you are more than welcome to ask me questions or get in touch at any time. I'm always here. If you've got any questions related to crystals or Reiki, please do feel free to come and talk to me. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of the festival today. I know there's another fantastic program up. What a wonderful thing to do. Thank you so much, IPHM, for doing this for us. We're all really thankful. It's been a fantastic couple of days. I wasn't able to make yesterday, but I was able to go on Facebook and watch all the replays. So everybody that's just joined now, if you go over to IPHM's Facebook later on today, I know that everyone that's done a talk or a demonstration, their videos will be live on there later. So you can catch up and you can re-listen to the bowls at absolutely any time. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, everybody. I am going to love you and leave you unless anybody's got any questions that they'd like answering now.